Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this Cabinet meeting on the 12th of March. You're very welcome. Thank you for everybody attending here this morning and for those of you that are joining from home. We begin, as always, with apologies for absence, and I've got Councillor Wearmouth. I think that's it. Bless you. The third one is disclosure of members' interests. Has anyone got those? And actually, I'll take the minutes after this one. Anyone got any members' disclosure of interest? Okay, and then we have the minutes of the meeting that we held on the 12th of February, which have been circulated. I propose to sign those at the end of the meeting if you agree. Is proposed, yes, and seconded by Councillor Poshai. All in favour? Thank you. Then we move on to the report of the Deputy Leader and Cabinet Member for Corporate Services. This is around our financial performance up to December. So we're into the next quarter now, but it's just the way that we report these things, showing fairly promising, in fact, very promising progress in many areas of the Council, and a good hold on all of those areas that are functioning extremely well within the Council, and I'm very proud of the staff right across the Council for being able to deliver the services that we are. There are two recommendations. Could I have a proposal for those recommendations, please? Proposed by Councillor Poshai, seconded by Councillor Renner-Thompson. Are there any questions or queries on this? No? Okay, so we've had a proposed and seconded. Are you all in favour of the recommendations? That's agreed. Thank you very much. And then we move on to new capital proposals. And there are a number this time. There is a confidential agenda item attached to one of them, so if there are any questions on that one when we get to it, we will need to go into closed session, but I think we should be okay. So the first one is the A197 Bothwell Terrace in Ashington. I'm going to ask Councillor Poshai to tell us about this one.
Thank you, Leader. So, in a nutshell, we received £200,000 from Department for Transport, 6 National Cycle Network Activation Programme to convert existing A197 Toucan Crossing near Bothwell Terrace in Ashington into a Toucan Crossing that will allow pedestrians and cyclists to use it. That also includes some extra works around, like a section of a path linking the end of Bothwell Terrace with the crossing and all other associated works with it. It's fully externally funded by DFT and should be completed by 31st of August this year. So I think it's a good news. So I recommend we approve that.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be very popular locally. Absolutely the right thing to do. Are you okay with that? Yep. Okay, we'll take them all at the end, but we'll go through them one by one now. We'll actually vote on them all in block at the end. The second one, Wooler, the visitor infrastructure. John Riddle, would you tell us about this, please?
Thank you, Leader. This is really a good news story for Wooler in particular. Back in January 22, Cabinet approved an in-principle allocation of £650,000 for Wooler from the Strategic Regeneration Reserve. We used about 220,000 of this to cover several projects, including the refurbishment of the public toilets at the bus station site in Wooler, and also to make available the car parking area at the former Wooler First School. So the proposed works now are to use some of the money for conversion of Padgepool Place and Riverside long stay car parks to short stay, and this is to help with the visitor and local economy of the high street, etc. You know, because we were finding lots of people were parking and going for walks and things like that, whereas we need people to be spending money in the shops. An inclusion of the work that we'd already done at Wooler First School to make that available for long stay parking and off-street parking. Also down by the riverside and the garden centre there, to resurface that car park in order that we can mark it out properly to get better use of parking spaces and also to provide 2 rapid electric charge points. And of course, this is adjacent to the A697 as you come into Wooler, so it's an excellent location. You know, there's been lots of money spent in Wooler. It's a great place. The addition of the Ardguthrin distillery, etc. You know, the place is buzzing really, and this really just shows our commitment to support Wooler and the community around there.
Excellent. Thank you very much for that. Very good explanation. Are there any questions or queries about this really welcome investment in Wooler, which follows, of course, the Ardguthrin distillery visitor site, and all that rich history in and around Wooler, which so many people are now enjoying? Any questions? All happy? So we'll take that one at the end as well. So now we move on to energising Blythe, some strategic acquisitions. And as I say, if we need to go into the detail of this, then we will need to go into closed session, because clearly there are commercial matters involved here. But I'm going to ask Councillor Podge just to give us an outline of what we're actually talking about here and why we bring it today.
Thank you, Leader. So if you recall from our previous cabinet meeting, we approved some capital allocation for strategic site acquisition in Blythe to finish our regeneration program, Energising Blythe program, especially in relation to 2 projects, Energy Central Institute and 42-bed hotel. We've got very limited land ownership in the town centre, so we acquired Kilrow and some surrounded properties. And there are a few remaining ones which we would like to acquire to make a full land assembly there, and that's what it is about. And that's the only thing I can say at the moment. And if you want to go into any detail, like you said, we have to go into the closed session.
Yes, indeed. So do members want to ask any specific questions about that? We have obviously discussed this in some detail. This is basically to allow us to continue our great work funded by government and project managed and delivered by ourselves. Much needed money, much needed investment in the town, and this will help us to achieve our aims. So if there are no questions about this one, we'll move on to the next one and take that at the end, which is Prudder Waterworld Soft Play. Would you like to tell us about this one, please, Councillor Watson?
Certainly. As everyone knows, we have a first-class leisure offer throughout Northumberland, which assists us with our core values and core views that we want to achieve in Northumberland. And we've got new ones, but we've also got some older centres. And Prudder needed to have its play area upgraded, and that's extra money that we're putting in to make sure that the residents of Prudder have a first-class offer there as well. With 10 or 11 leisure centres, we will always have a rolling capital programme. So this is part of it, but this is new money, and it should make Prudder into a first-class establishment. So, thank you, Leader.
Yeah, absolutely. So a new investment. Would you like to say something about this, Councillor Stewart?
If you'd allow me to indulge for just a few moments, Leader, absolutely delighted that we're receiving this funding there. It is a fine building. You've visited there a couple of times recently. It's well situated. It's loved by the locals and visitors as well. It's close to the main shopping centre, so it assists the local retail offer there, creating jobs in Tynedale. It's close to housing, which is always convenience, saves on the emissions and the travelling times. It's on a bus route. It's got free parking. It has benefited from investment in the recent years. It's had new gym equipment put into it, solar panels, a new plant room, which is obviously very important when you're dealing with swimming pools. It's got a play park, which benefited from, in recent years, over £90,000. It's the only active Northumberland site, which is currently run by those, that's got a play park next to it. So it's really fantastic news there. It is important to have a soft play area because not everybody wants to go swim at the same time. And a lot of the commercial premises who've been running soft play in the area have closed down because it is expensive for people to run. So lots of benefits there. It is providing a service to the community. But we also support the Bulls Club, which is next to the leisure centre there. So it would be difficult to expand further out there. The Bulls Club is increasing the number of users there at the moment. So unlike other local authorities in the area, we are investing in our leisure centres for many, many good reasons there. So close to us, we've got the Gateshead Authority, who've closed down their leisure centres and their bowls pavilions. And we are getting greater number into Northumberland and choosing Prydder Waterworld. So thank you to the staff, thank you to the residents of Prydder. This investment, the latest of a chain of investment into Prydder Waterworld, will make everybody very proud of Prydder.
Good, thank you very much for that. Well, it does come separate to the money that we have allocated, and we will build up that fund when we start on the major works, and I can't wait for that to happen. I think it'll be really good. I think it's in the region of £1.5 million getting on for that, or even a bit more, I think. So that's a great investment to make for Prydder. This is this extra initiative that we are actually going to embark upon, and we'll see in construction hopefully very soon. So we will look forward to that. Good. It's very well needed there. It was interesting meeting a lot of the clients, customers and users, and they were all saying how much they missed not having that soft play area being used. So I'm really pleased that we're going to be able to deliver that for them. So that takes us to the end of our new capital proposals. I propose to take them all in block, if that suits everyone, and that's proposed by Councillor Riddle and seconded by Councillor Patterson, I think. Yes. Are you all in favour? Could you just show? Yep. So all of those projects are accepted, and thank you very much for that. And actually, that takes us to the end of the meeting, which is quite a short one today, but we'll make up for it next time. We'll have an extra big agenda next time, I'm sure. In the meantime, thank you all very much indeed for attending. Thank you for joining us at home, and we will see you soon.